We're so quiet. This pod has never been so quiet.
I'm waiting.
I got an ad break for Did You Read the Pod?
There's a principal in the room, so I'm really on my best behavior.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, girly.
Oh, am I not caught up?
Oh my God.
No
Adam,
longer
update
the
your
principal.
LinkedIn once in a while. My God.
It's the worst website. I was literally supposed to do stuff for Mark on it, and I go in there and I'm like, I don't even. For what?
My favorite is now people who use LinkedIn as it is like a social channels, but people will post like full influencery type. Well, first of all, it's always like thought-provoking, like, today I woke up at 9:05 instead of my 9 a.m. This is why I think it's important to have flexible work schedules. And then like a full paragraph.
Diatribe.
It links to something on Medium.
Yes. Oh, we
Yeah.
love
Oh,
a
for
Medium
sure.
share. Oh, yeah. Well, ding, 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 ding. Do you hear that? That's the sound of the group chat going orf. All from Miranda saying, hey, what gives? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast that asks the most important question of your week. Did you read the group chat? Did you read the group chat?
Did you read the group chat?
Did you read the group chat?
Did you read the group chat?
Were you included on the group chat?
What?
Oh.
So a peek behind the curtain. Brandon and I started. Brandon started a chat to be like, "Hey, do you need any tech things for Austin office taking over today?" And then the actual Austin office group chat later was like, Brandon was like, "I forgot we had this," so Jeff felt left out.
Brandon was talking to me as if I heard everything in the conversation when I was asking like really basic questions. Then he was like, "Well, we already had this conversation." I'm like, "No, we didn't have this conversation."
And then I went to scroll to reply and show receipts, and I couldn't.
What's wild is I am not in that chat, so I don't know what the fuck we're talking
Adam
about.
is
Like
not
I
in the
said,
Austin office
were you
chat.
left out of the group chat today? Two of the five of us can say yes.
Adam is just talent, so he doesn't need to be bothered by admin.
Me, Jeff, and Cupcake all were left out of the
just talent.
chat.
Just tell us what time, and we'll be ready.
Give me my call time.
Call times only.
Just turn on that Zoom and she comes a running. That's a professional.
That's a professional.
Cupcake and Adam, the two professionals.
For the listeners that are not watching live right now, which why would you? It's a beautiful Tuesday evening. We have the Austin office taking over today because Miranda is doing her Mamma Mia Here We Go Again trip for the next 2 weeks.
Miranda in the Mediterranean.
The Mediterranean.
23.
Miranda on a veranda in the Med.
Yes.
Med edition. Mamma Mia edition.
Club Med.
We did sandals.
Miranda-ranian.
There it is.
Miranda-ranian. So Austin office is here. They're gonna be this is our special Pride edition where we invite
the gays took over.
We invited 2 gays. Yes, we've never had gay men in this podcast.
Never had gay men on the
Let's
pod.
invite
I'm so excited.
2 white cis gays.
Yes. Oh my God.
Diversity.
See, we're inclusive this Pride Month. And then we're switching that logo at July 1st, baby.
You better.
You better.
July 1st, it'll be
this
Halloween.
June, some of the corporations didn't switch anything.
Yes.
They said you got a day. And now our avatar is not anything anymore.
Yeah. If you don't put it June 1st, then people know not to, use your offer code or anything. Don't ask, don't tell. Yes. Yeah, but as soon as June is over, we're gonna change our logo to Christmas because
Do I see the McBoo buckets behind you? Brandon?
Yes, come on, stacked McBuckets.
That's why I came off Blur. A, so that I fit in with a group, and B, because I realized that the McBoo bucket storage was perfectly positioned. So
And I believe the cactus plants are also
the cactus
inside
plants
of the
are
bucket.
inside there. And if you really zoom in, you can also see 2 flat packs of Kirkland sparkling water. So that is all of this house on brand in one image.
It's all in one corner. We all,
What cactus plants are we talking about?
The figures.
The
the weird
plant.
3-eyed guy.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
adult Happy
oh,
The
oh,
Meal.
McDonald's figurines.
Toys.
Well, I was just gonna say, with Miranda not here, we have free reign to talk about as much McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's as we want.
These ones.
Yes,
Yes.
Free
those.
I'd like
range.
let me
Free
Free
range.
range.
We've
The
got free range.
Just
drive-through
like
is
those
open.
cows at McDonald's.
Just
The
like
drive-through, the
those Dickies at
drive-in,
Wendy's.
they're all open. Any new updates? You guys are gearing up for a
We're
trip.
gearing
tomorrow?
up for a corporate retreat tomorrow. Me
It's
and
a-
Fifi and
It's
Freelax.
a lunch offsite.
A
Yeah.
lunch offsite. Yep, I am getting picked up from my
Wow.
office because
Wow.
So-
I couldn't figure out a way to like get out of going to the office tomorrow. But I'm like, you know what? I'll just like take my lunch right after my meeting, and go see what we think is going to be Grimace in person. And if he is not there, I will be.
If he's not there, we're going somewhere else.
yeah.
It's a
That's
2
number
hour.
one.
It's a 2 hour published window, so I would hope he
Yes.
appears at
Yeah,
some
like
point in
maybe
that
take
time.
a break.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Between
set time.
sets.
I would love a set time list.
Here's the thing though, Casey. I asked Jeff today. I said, why does she need a pickup? And then I thought it was not for timing so that we get there on time. I thought it was because you didn't want to walk to your garage at noon.
That is why. I don't want to walk to my garage.
I mean, that's a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
It
Heat index of
is from your
120.
office to like where you park in the school.
Yeah, 7 to like maybe 7, depending on
She's a little girl.
depending on if
Yeah.
the
Little
if the-
legs.
She's got
yeah, I
little
got little
legs.
short legs.
You got to see if you catch the crosswalk.
Depending
or
on
not, right?
if you
It just
catch
depends.
the cross walk.
And it's a heat index of 120 right now. So
See,
Oh my God.
This is why we need flexible work options. Come on, it's just so funny.
That's
I
what
was about
I'm
to post a
posting on
LinkedIn article. I was just writing a LinkedIn article.
how
saw
did
this
this
on
become
Medium
a
earlier today.
corporate edition?
Oh
of the
yeah, I
pod?
mean,
Yeah.
yes, this
I
is
mean,
the corporate.
the Austin office
Corporate
does
girlies.
it.
Yes.
I actually
Did you read
got,
the LinkedIn?
Oh. I actually got asked today at work like what was and was not working about our like site team building activities. I mean, here we are.
And here we are. You said no grimace.
No Grimace.
I said we don't have grimace. We don't
You
have
gotta do the
purple
you gotta
grape
do the-
shakes. I mean, there's a lot missing.
I'm not. Oh,
I can't
What
see
are we
it.
seeing?
Oh.
There you go. There you go.
Chicago
feels like
70,
70.
72.
Well,
Feels like 72. 50 degrees cooler than where you are.
whew.
truly.
Yeah, we are in it to win it,
Ooh.
baby.
Oh my
101.
God.
What's that feels like showing?
I don't know because we're not on weather app.
No, you can scroll down.
Scroll
Oh,
down.
feels like 109.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
The sun
Oh
is
my
setting.
God.
It's crispy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the secret they don't tell you when you
Crispy.
live in the north and then you move to the south. They're like, oh, it's so nice. And then like 5 p.m. is the worst because it's just been baking for hours,
Yes.
especially like in
Yeah.
Florida when it would like rain and then it would just sit.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Sizz-
like it didn't-
sizzling.
Yeah,
The
like in
sizzler.
Florida, people are like, oh, well, maybe like I need like a jacket for when it gets cool at night. It's never gonna be
No.
cool at night,
No.
girly.
It's gonna be sticky.
Sticky,
Hot and
icky.
sticky.
Sticky icky.
Today when I
Oh.
went to McDonald's,
Mhm.
I needed a little
The
something.
drive-through. Yeah, we gotta do our drive-through.
I got this pops up after you order. It was the full screen of the drive-through menu and it said, "Hi, it's Grimace. Your food looks really good."
Wow.
So,
Like,
when did Grimace's brand be like text speak from like
girly.
2002?
Yeah.
Grimace.
Yes.
Grimace is Gen Z.
52.
Grimace is Gen Z.
Grimace is Gen Z.
Oh my god.
Grimace is 52, but also is Gen Z. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Grimace has
Grimace
been
is
born-
more hip than anybody who's going to host this pod.
Yes.
Oh,
They're-
Jessica's been trying to get a picture of it. I had to work fast, girl.
You know,
It, like
this is
moved.
Dash cam, baby.
confession time. I went to McDonald's today.
to try and do it. To try
There's
and
the
get-
reaction I wanted.
Oh,
and, I didn't,
no.
breakfast.
and I didn't get it. I needed my 99-cent large iced coffee with extra ice.
Wow. I do. When I go to work in the office, I treat myself to a lovely McDonald's breakfast. A sausage McMuffin with an egg, a hash brown, and my 99-cent medium coffee.
Hot?
It depends on if it's cold out.
Depends on the
You're not
weather.
really gay.
Not on Pride Month.
Not on Pride
Come
Month.
on.
Yes.
Mama.
I'm gonna play my intersectionality card and be like, as an Asian person, we love a hot drink in the morning to balance the chi, you know.
Shut up.
Next question becomes, is there dairy in your milk?
Is there dairy in my milk?
Oh, in your coffee, sorry.
Is there dairy in my coffee? No, I don't. I do black. Although
Very
I think
good.
I talked about it last week, right?
You
Like, we
mix
switched
it
to
up
dairy-free.
though. Sometimes you want a splash
do.
of cream.
It depends. You know, it's good
You
to
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Casey.
I
I
mean,
know what you mean.
You know, I love being in the present, being in the moment. Speaking of Florida, that TikTok that we sent of like the Orlando airport tram not working, so people walking on the rail.
Now, imagine you are,
No.
on your way to the theme parks with overfilled bags and a backpack busting at the seams. Imagine you're on your way back with your bonus bag.
Imagine you're
Of
already in
merch.
yes. So going in, you're in Frontier, you packed everything you have in this one bag.
you
And
got
then
your
on the way
pillowcase.
and then on the way back, you bought extra suitcases at the outlet store.
Okay, but
and
hold
filled it with
on.
Disney
They were at the terminal going back to
Yeah, so
the
it's all
so it's all carry-ons.
carry-on. Hand carry, as we like to say.
Still,
Yeah,
It's all hand
still.
carry.
But it's still awful. I mean,
Yeah.
you got
walking
your neck
anywhere.
pillow on your neck.
Also, you
Uh-huh.
know what famously isn't at airports? Shade for the planes. So they can
Yes.
be free and clear. So just the sun,
just
the
the
Florida
sun
sun
beating down.
beating
But I think this
down.
also brings up, Casey, have you noticed, and I think I finally noticed it for the first time, that the Austin airport is always hot.
Yes, I
Like
was
inside?
talking about that.
Yes,
Like
inside.
the
I
AC
did
is not
I
AC?
did not notice it, and I think this
Oh.
this summer now I caught, because it was like we left famously at 10 p.m. last week. Don't ask, and it was still hot.
Are there two airports in Austin? Is that what happened?
Have
No,
you
that's the
ever?
only one.
Well, there are two terminals, so you could
Yes,
essentially.
and
you
they are
could
not
arrive
walkable. They are not
and think
walkable.
that, you cannot walk. You have to take a little bus, and it takes like 15 minutes without, like, if you got to the little bus
If the bus was waiting
and it
for
went
you,
and it left right then, it would still take you 10 to 15 minutes to get to the south terminal from the.
not because they aren't close, but because you got to loop the whole
around. Yes.
property.
Yeah.
But it's literally like it's right behind the airplanes in the regular terminal, but you got to go all the way around on this little bus. Like whenever Miranda came,
Little
and
bus.
Jill came.
Yeah,
I
when
picked
y'all
up
ride your
Miranda
Frontier or your
first.
Allegiant.
Our Frontier
Allegiant.
girls, Allegiant
Yeah.
girls.
That's the South Terminal,
us,
girl.
hey.
Yeah, I've seen too many Frontier TikToks that I will never fly. I can't do it. I can't do that nervousness of them yelling at me for my bag.
Oh,
not
the bag.
Oh, the bag.
Oh,
The
yeah.
bagness
And they
in
do
that.
not fuck around. Like they
No.
literally-
They don't care.
They don't care. Even if you're just literally carrying like a clutch, they were like, please put that
Put
in.
it in
We
there.
need to make sure that it fits.
Put it in the sizer.
Kate asks, what is the worst airport you've all been to?
It's LAX. I mean, it's probably easily
Leaving-
LAX.
It's
Honestly-
either leaving or arriving at LAX.
I
Yeah.
would say departing from LAX because their ticketing situation to the security situation is so convoluted. You have to like go up one escalator to get to the security checkpoint.
and the
And
pre-check
then there's-
closes early.
and there's multiple places, so you have to like go to a completely different and it's always, I mean, airports famously are always on construction, but LAX specifically will never be
has
like-
never been completed.
just like Walt
Just
Disney
like
said.
Disneyland.
It's always
It will never be
changing.
complete.
Yeah.
So this time, pre-check at LAX was open like after 8 p.m. Like last
Wow.
time it was not. But
Mm.
on arriving, we got a rental car. We had to wait a good 30 minutes for that rental car, that little budget
Shuttle?
shuttle to
That
come get
shuttle,
us.
that offsite, anything with an offsite rental
Off-
car, chopped.
Cut.
If I've got a
Got it.
choice of airports, that is going to be a filter for me. On-site
the
or
Denver
off-site rental
airport
car.
rental
Also-
car situation. Mm-mm.
You know,
No.
that
Long
airport,
Beach.
those
Oh,
Long Beach is the move if you're
Walk
going
out the terminal, rental car right across the street.
Is Long Beach the one where it's like an outside airport?
Yes.
Like it's like you don't wait indoors, basically.
It's changed more recently, but there's some open air area, like there's some little atriums.
Yeah,
it's super nice.
The gates are all inside, but you immediately walk outside and walk to the plane.
Yeah, Burbank, you can't catch a direct Burbank from Austin based that we've tried.
Yeah.
We've picked people up from Burbank before.
O'Hare is getting better, Jessica. She's working on herself.
She's growing.
She's changing.
Yes.
Was O'Hare the one that had all the construction that you were running around?
Yes, O'Hare. Yes, O'Hare is going under I think it's supposed to be finished
O'Hare is the Home Alone airport.
O'Hare's the Home Alone airport, very famously.
Despite what Miranda says,
with the flags, down the middle of the terminal.
Yes.
I
had my first daytime drink at the Macaroni Grill there.
I was just gonna say, under those flags, there is a Macaroni Grill.
That is the famously, yeah.
I would say the best airport experience I've ever had, and I did not have the full airport experience because we were making a transfer in this airport, so I don't know if it really counts. But I loved Detroit Airport. Do you remember? Because we flew back from Paris to Detroit, and then went from an international flight to a domestic flight. So we did have to kind of experience a bunch of stuff in that airport.
We also, when we were leaving Mackinac too, that's where
we did fly out of Detroit. That's right.
And that was it's
a nice airport.
I hate that we're talking about this. Is the most boring conversation.
You know what's funny is this is the conversation that Miranda would love to have.
I know. Where she's
a very Miranda conversation.
We're gonna talk about
and
tofu
we will
next.
never ever on this podcast talk about airports ever again. As long as we live.
I'll never talk about travel with her.
Until one of you tries to fly to Austin on Allegiant, then we'll have a story.
I will never fly Allegiant again. So
there we go.
It's true.
Yeah, but there are other direct flights to Austin from Chicago, right?
There's a lot.
There's not a direct Allegiant to Chicago because I would have already been there.
Allegiant, I don't think comes to Chicago. I think you can go to South Bend is probably the closest.
And Des Moines was the other because she flies to Des Moines.
Yeah, you got to drive in.
But
Allegiant loves a little regional airport.
Yes, for the little guys.
Commuters.
I like the small guys. Yeah.
Small guys.
Yeah.
The short king.
The short kings.
Well, Casey, let us know when the Improv Olympics or Improv showcases.
Level 5.
She's 5.
Well, I'm on 4 now, but we'll do. I think we'll should do
5.
level 5 graduation.
What's the level? What's the top?
5.
5.
It is 5. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you start teaching,
now.
right?
And then you start teaching.
Yeah. Straight. It's a 10-year track.
Yeah.
Student to teacher.
Amazing.
He gets her certification.
Mm-hmm.
I just found out because my listener of the show, Antonio, he is on his tenure, but it's like the approval process. It's like if you don't get approved, you still have to finish out that year or whatever you're teaching. But then it's like you basically don't teach at the end of that year anymore.
No, academia makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
I mean,
it's a scam.
It's a scam. It's all a scam.
Yeah.
Knowledge is not power.
Mary Kate can tell you all about it.
Yeah.
Famously, the governor of Texas is trying to outlaw tenure at Texas universities. So look out for that.
God.
Yeah,
wild.
I think that got knocked down, but you know what didn't get knocked down is getting rid of diversity,
The equity and inclusion.
equity and
DEI?
inclusion. I was like the E and the inclusion.
DEI's gone. There's no DEI in Texas.
You can't have any of them at a public university in Texas.
So we got a lot of stuff to once we hear from our communications people of what we have to take off our website and stuff. But
Do we need to send Bob, Eureka, and Shangela to the
I think
Capitol?
To the
so.
Austin office.
Yes,
Jesus.
desperately.
First here.
We're here again. It didn't work.
I want to go back to airports really quick because somebody mentioned the Atlanta airport, I think. And
Yes.
the Atlanta airport sucks. However, they have
Not the apologist.
they have a very strong assortment of businesses and restaurants. And they're all like easily accessible. It's not like you would have to like leave security to go to another terminal. Like you could just take the SkyTrain. Now, why would you want to? Who knows? Yeah. But you could.
I will say Midway here in Chicago, as far as amenities and restaurants. Boo!
Yeah.
Girl, it's 8:00. You're done.
Girl, it's 5:00. You're done.
Hope you bought raisins, girl, because everything is closed.
Yep. Oh, whenever I was stuck at Midway because my flight kept getting delayed and it was like after 8 p.m., we were all trying to figure out this one fountain, or like not fountain,
like vending machine.
Vending machine.
Yes.
Like some people could get it to work, some couldn't. So we were like all working together to figure it out.
Not Animal Farm. Like,
yeah.
Well, should we get into the real business?
Let's get into the real business. Why were you on that flight?
Why are we talking about airports? Where were you going?
Gays.
Yeah, we attended the second night of the first year of the first ever Disneyland Pride Night on Thursday.
Did we actually introduce them?
The Austin office.
It's the Austin office. They don't. Those who need no introduction.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be able to match our voices, so that's fine.
No.
At this point.
The showgaze listeners will be like, I know one of those voices.
Yeah,
that's right.
And the D-Pod listeners will know both.
Oh, that's true.
The real ones.
Deep cut of the pod.
Real deep cut. Remember when we
Even-
recorded that in Art of Animation and then lost the second half? Yeah. So we were just like, and then they had a great time.
That's showbiz.
Shout out to them.
That's showbiz, baby.
The lost episode.
The second half of that episode you can find on our OnlyFans. Don't forget.
Oh yes.
But
yeah, filmed at the Art of Animation Little Mermaid room.
No, we were at Pop.
That was at Pop.
Pop.
They were Pop. They were Pop. Yeah.
Pop.
Catch me behind the floppy disk.
Gross.
No floppies behind the floppy disk.
No
floppies for sure.
So yeah, how was gay night?
Gay.
How are the gays?
How were the
Hi,
gays?
Hi, gay. A lot of that. Brandon, I'll let you kind of set the tone.
Ooh.
It's giving, and I'm gonna pass it over to Brandon to talk about.
We're not facilitating a conversation here. That's my other persona.
I love this webinar. It's giving webinar.
Yeah, get me on a Zoom and that's what you're gonna get. It was actually great. It was really, really good. As someone who it takes a lot for characters to be the main draw and then still be impressed by, I loved it. And I don't really
You're not a character girly.
I'm not a character girly.
You don't go up there and go, hey girl, what's going on?
I don't do face characters.
Who was your favorite character you met? Was it Terrence? Was it the Muses? Was it Chris Colfer?
I don't want to bury the lead,
famous
we'll
characters.
We'll get there. It was great. Like I said, the music was wonderful. The crowd levels.
They played Padam, so they got it right.
They played Padam.
No, they didn't play Padam. But
I think that was just on every TikTok reel.
Just used it as the sound.
We got a lot of ABBA. We got Britney. We got Gaga. We got lots of Spice Girls.
J-Lo.
We got J-Lo multiple times.
Waiting for Tonight.
The music
there was about
great.
a 45-minute loop of.
Was it
the
remix?
It was
went through
the Drag Race one, the 6-person Lip Sync for Your Life remix?
No, it was just the radio edit.
The radio edit.
Okay.
Every rusical played.
Pharma-rusical. Everyone's favorite rusical.
We should talk about that because I have some thoughts on rusical music later. But no, the music was giving here. This is what it was giving. It was giving college night at a bar or at a club, 18 and up night, which really turns into, which I told Jeff about, which really turns into the gay queer night at the bar. It was kind of the basic, not so many deep cuts, but still solid standards. So that was really good. And the crowd levels were awesome. They clearly didn't oversell it, I don't think. And then everything that you heard and read about the last throwback night or whatever, with all the lines and the ridiculous waits, I don't think we experienced any of that.
No, not at all. We probably waited no more than 10 to 15 minutes for every character, max.
Wow.
Even the Muses, you just walked right up.
Mm-hmm. They weren't getting individual interactions.
Yeah, it's not a meet and greet.
Okay. So
It was
music-
a trick. It was a what did we say? It was a like it was
a
a
treat
like a
treat
trail.
trail.
Street trail.
At Oogie Boogie Bash. It was one of those. Like
Oh, and
where
Gavin
you would see
Newsom was there. Jessica
Well,
said.
He was
on
there night
Tuesday,
one.
Tuesday
Oh,
night.
on night
Yes,
one,
we
night
did
one.
not
Nice.
see him. We did see other celebrities, which we will get to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, we started with a Mickey and Minnie meet and greet that they did like at 7:00, so like 2 hours before the event starts. That was
So
pretty
anyone
easy.
could meet them.
Yes.
No, you still had to
Or-
have the
Oh.
wristband
Wristband.
to get in the
Oh,
line.
they're
And they
checking.
gave out lanyards, so very official.
Were the wristbands rainbow?
They were purple.
No, yeah, they were solid color.
Still gay.
So we
The
did that.
lavender
Menace.
Lavender graduation
yes.
case.
Lavender graduation, very that energy.
Yes.
Then we had dinner. We saw Donald and Daisy, and this is where we kind of had our first extra
Celebrity interaction.
interaction happen.
Extra, like outside.
It wasn't planned. I mean, we were, we were meeting up with some friends and friends of friends,
Friends of
And
friends of friends of
friends
friends.
of
And
friends
they're
of
all-
friends of friends,
and they're all friends of Dorothy. Okay,
and they're all friends of
they're
Dorothy.
all friends of Dorothy.
They came to meet
They're
up
all
with
friends
us.
of Clarabelle, okay? No, friends of Daisy. Friends of Daisy.
Friends
That's
Friends
it.
of Daisy. That's a good
That's
one.
it.
So all these friends of Daisy came to meet with us to meet Daisy and Donald actually, and they brought a former Glee cast member with them, who is now in our group photo.
Golden Globe winner.
Golden Globe.
Golden Globe.
Children's,
That's
children's
right.
book author.
Yes, children's book author, famously.
I'm sure podcast host somewhere in there too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yes, also podcast host. It was me.
Dare we say more decorated actor than
Leah Michelle.
Michelle? There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh.
But not the most.
Not
I
the
would
most
say not the most like.
highly decorated.
Yeah, I think just in general, highly decorated. I'm gonna say it's probably Phineas, right? Like he's probably the
Oh,
most
if you combine everybody from
successful
Glee.
of just like
yeah.
I mean, not counting obviously like guest stars.
It's
like,
either him
no
or
goop.
it's Amber Riley since she won a BAFTA.
She did win a BAFTA.
Yeah.
Yes. Jenna
Jenna
won a
Riley
Tony.
did the thing.
Jenna won a Tony.
Jenna won a Tony for producing. So you
Alex
know.
Newell won a Tony.
Twice, right? Twice? No, once.
Once.
Once
One-
on
this
this island.
Once on
There
this
you go.
And this is when Jeff and Casey
Check
glaze
out,
over.
check out.
How was Christopher, our dear friend? Could you imagine? They're like, oh,
We didn't interact. We didn't
We didn't
interact. We
speak
didn't-
to our dear friend Chris. We just got the photo where he's like over here and we're
Yeah.
over here.
Masked.
Yeah. And then that photo got reposted by people in the group and we did get tagged along with him. So
wow, there you go, free
Wow.
clout.
appreciate that.
Free
That's
clout.
Yeah, we got tens of followers.
Yes,
Tens.
promote the Austin office.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tens.
The photos
Tens.
rolling
Yeah.
in the followers.
But character meets went pretty quick. They all had like great outfits on, so they all had special outfits for the night, which I'm sure you've all seen. They had good backdrops too. Most had good lighting. Most have good lighting,
Except
Uh,
Clarabelle.
Ooh.
except Clarabelle, which that's a
Well,
hate
That's a
crime.
hate
I think that's a
crime.
hate
like a
crime.
hate
That
crime,
seems like
yeah.
a hate crime. But ironically, I feel like everyone that was not like my non-Disney friends all sent me videos of Clarabelle, like
She
cackety
was
cackety.
she was
She's
the
the
only
lead
thing on
bitch.
TikTok for like 3 days.
Yes, she was like the queer icon of TikTok.
There was a
for-
Vulture article that was the headline.
Oh my
Clarabelle Cow
god.
is a queer icon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
And-
we've been saying it
Girl,
for years.
we've been saying it for years. Look at her
Somewhere
shoes,
today,
girl.
I
Come
saw-
on.
Somewhere today, I saw someone posted a old picture of Clarabelle with her past face.
Mhm.
Her old lashes were it.
Oh yeah.
I believe that those lashes are still available in Tokyo. I don't think she has the new face there.
Mm.
Didn't
No.
quite make it overseas.
Yeah, previous generation.
Yeah.
So after Daisy Donald, we did the fireworks, and there were
Fireworks,
some. It was kind of like the TikTok like hits of fireworks. So you get like 20 seconds of a song, and then it would flip to the next.
And then it was
Oh.
next on the playlist. Next, no
Yeah.
fades.
No,
Oh,
no
not even
fluidity.
No
Oh,
fades.
weird.
It's not
Like-
even Garage Banded. Not even.
Oh.
No
Just
transitions in
budget.
clip,
between.
clip. Rough cuts.
The couple of highlights that I went back and recorded video of on my phone where "Show Yourself" was included.
Frozen 2 representation.
Queer
the
anthem.
Frozen
superior-
2, queer
superior
anthem.
music.
Famously not in the 100 greatest songs of all time, 100 Disney songs of all time.
No. Also not in the 100 greatest songs was "Reflection," which is the new Christina Aguilera recording of "Reflection"
From
Oh,
2020.
Isn't that from like the Mulan credits?
from the 2020
Yeah.
Mulan. Yeah, there's a music video that she did of it too.
Yeah, it's good.
But the best part
Don't say it.
is the finale, which was drawn from a Fox property.
Don't do that.
This Is Me
Don't say that.
from The Greatest Showman.
Cupcake's mad.
Jeff, are you famously? Do you
I'm
love
gonna be
that
so
movie?
mad if Jeff is like the only musical I've ever liked is The Greatest Showman. I will actually
Because I love.
throw myself out of this window.
You
I'm
know-
a maximalist, and I love when musicals scream at me.
You know, I've never seen the movie, but I've
Yeah.
seen the song done at many a drag show in
Oh.
Austin.
Ah.
I've seen it done on television. Eureka
Abroad,
Rivera has done
even?
it a number of times.
They're 100% going to do it on Drag Race at some point.
Oh,
As
yeah.
the
It's been on Secret Celebrity, right? I think Francesi
Oh.
did it
Mm.
this
Yeah.
last season. Perhaps
Oh.
Donna Bella. That was her drag name.
I mean, look. Yes, it is anthemic. Let's say that.
Sure.
Sure, but
Mhm.
I just
This
I don't
this
want to
song-
engage.
this could be my go off right now, but it won't be. But
Save
just this song, yeah, I'll save it.
She's
But-
had her legs, Bring her to the farm upstate. It's time. It's time. I mean, listen. If Pasek and Paul can't even look at each other in the eye anymore, and they have to send each other tapes through mail because they hate each other that much,
This is all unsubstantiated.
Allegedly.
This is all alleged.
because allegedly one is gay and one is very conservative.
Yes.
Allegedly. Why should we? Why should we
Why should we?
engage?
Why should we?
Why should we?
Anyways, that being the finale, really, it took me out.
It
Yeah.
took, but the
Bumped
crowd
her
was
out.
the crowd was singing.
Oh,
to the
I'm
song,
sure the-
so-
Oh, a
They
Disney
were
gay?
living.
Oh, I'm not shocked. at all.
Disney gay.
It received
Absolutely
a response.
squealing.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I mean, palate cleanser. After that, we beelined it to see
The
Leather
best character
Daddy.
of all.
Leather Daddy Stitch. I'll let Brandon talk about
Oh,
Leather Daddy.
YMCA Stitch,
What? Look,
Village People Stitch.
Leather Daddy Stitch, Kink Daddy Stitch.
that. Possibly
That is so
officially known as Biker Stitch.
That's what
Nasty,
possibly.
nasty pig stitch.
In this,
I mean, might as well
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
that feels very
Fort
targeted.
Trough Stitch.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, wow. Wow.
Throw it
okay,
back.
you took it
Throw
there. You
it
took
back.
Casey's writing notes.
Casey's like, I'm gonna Google these.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Google them on Safe Search, please.
What is
Yeah.
yes? What is the? Oh my God! What is the cartoonist? What is his name? The the
Tom of
the
Finland?
pinup-y
Tom of Finland.
Tom of
Tom of
Finland.
Finland.
Thank
Oh,
you.
there's a Tom of Finland.
There's
on
a
the
Tom of
floor.
Finland print off cam
off
over there.
cam,
there
off
is.
cam. Yeah,
We're
we
angled.
gotta. Isn't that that's a movie that's coming out? Isn't it? That's a biopic coming out.
It is
There's
or
a
already has,
documentary
but
or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming out. But look again, like I said,
Look.
I don't go all out of my way to find characters, but like Jeff will tell you that the thing that will like capture my attention is a special, unique outfit or costume.
Unique.
Thank you. For example, Alaska outfits. That's a different topic. Like I will go all out for those.
Wait,
Something
what?
about the Alaska outfits on the cruise.
Oh, I was like, I thought you meant
Alaska's
Alaska.
No.
outfits.
But
A trash
Listen.
bag.
I
something
mean,
about
that too.
and
I mean, yeah.
the other kind of like half of this is like I like will like give the biggest eye roll to like the Stitch, like the Stitch diehards. Like I'm like, come on,
Oh,
what
yeah.
is it? Like
Yeah,
people are
we're not Stitches, but
we're not
No.
Stitchies in this house or on this pod, but I walked up and I just like
Mesmerized.
I was just like, hold on, let me get to the front of this. Let me get to the front of this dance party. Everyone around me is dancing, going for it, trying to get their selfies. I'm just like, in
Well,
awe.
was he like
Was-
bumping and grinding? Was he just
He
like
did
Was he
at
on the
one point
stage
show-
They
outside
had
the
it-
Tomorrowland Terrace?
yes, he was in that at the
Oh,
restaurant there.
yes.
He had a
Yeah, yeah.
DJ, which was playing some good
that
music,
was kind of
and
like
he was just
interacting
kind of
and
like
engaging with them.
bopping around on the
Vibing,
stage,
cabbage
playing to people.
patching,
Okay.
shimmying. At
playing
one
to everyone
point,
on the
he
dance floor.
turned, knelt over, and like shook because I don't
yeah.
think Stitch can twerk, but
No, that was
He-
as close as a
He was
tap.
getting
I
close.
probably can't say it on the pod, but he
Has a big ass. Is that what you're trying to say?
He's got a
was
little dumpy.
juicy.
Yeah, a little
he
dog.
was showing the dong.
Dump truck ass Stitch.
I don't know, but and I guess this is kind of like my big takeaway, and I'm not trying to get all like, serious about it, but there is something to like those little subtle nods that like is really cool to see.
Yes.
And feel
It's
that
like the bear
knowledge.
show at Country Bear Jamboree.
Exactly,
like it's that
every
same
day,
ilk.
unabashedly
Yes.
gay.
Well, I think what was unique about this event was like Disney showing things that were like very clearly gay, right? And not like shying away from it, right?
Yeah,
and
and-
not like trying to say this is rainbow, right? Not like
Yes, which they
Yeah.
have done previously.
right.
they
All the
have
merch
most
used
of
to
the
be
character
rainbow.
Yeah.
merch,
Yeah.
right?
All the
Love-
food that night was rainbow.
Yeah, we
And there were
avoided
so many
that.
rainbow
We didn't
parfaits.
even.
The
We didn't
food's
have
gay
one
stuff.
special food.
The-
we didn't
the
have one
food was
special
the
food.
one thing.
Gay ass gray stuff.
The food was the
No,
one
they
thing
did
that
have
the gay
rainbow
stuff, but
gray
it's
Yes,
called
the
stuff.
gay stuff.
yeah, the gay
the
stuff.
gay stuff. They did have all that food, and that stuff sold out instantly on mobile order, like
Yes,
gone
because
through 1
famously
a.m.
gays will eat once and then just right on that.
Yeah,
Get 'em in for the
do
next-
do
the
a
rest of
bump
the
in the
night.
bathroom, and then they're set. Yeah, we get
Hey,
it.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Wrong.
So I think
time.
after that we hit more characters. We did Clarabelle, which we said the lighting wasn't good, but she did a
Yeah.
good little serve
gave you a
for
good
Brandon. Little
Yeah,
cat-cow.
you kind of have to say like cat kitty cat cat cow.
Cat, kitty, oh, yes.
Ow.
Cute.
Ow.
Thank you for that one. RJ, I was
Cat, kitty,
channeling
cat,
you
cat, cow.
right there
Thank
because I think the night before you had sent that great voice memo.
Yes.
Cat kitty cat cat cat, which is that's next week. But you kind of like you have to ask by like, hey, can you dance so that we can record a video? I think you should always ask. You should ask for them to perform, and they'll
Uh-huh.
usually indulge. But I tell you, she went all out. She was dancing, kicking, step. This was no step touch. This was no pivot turn. This was no
She-
box step.
it was
Shangela.
category is.
We had kickball change.
Mhm.
We
Crispy
had
legs.
we had we had a full back bend.
for Len.
Oh.
We had time steps. I was like, how did those shoes stay on? But the engineering. But she was great. She was so good. She was so good. She was so good. She was good.
Amazing. Was Clara Cluck anywhere nearby? No.
I
Are
made
we?
a
I
comment
don't think
about
we're
that.
claiming Clara Cluck. She
Yeah.
she
So
gives.
I say next year we need a stage performance of Clarabelle, Clara Cluck, and Clarice from Disneyland Paris.
Oh.
Who is
yeah.
serving?
Yes.
Who is serving in Paris
Is
to hold
Clarice
up?
the chipmunk?
Yes,
I've
honey.
seen
The
her
drag
at
Clarice.
Disneyland.
Yes.
Her
I've
dresses
seen her
are
at
beautiful.
Disneyland.
She's giving yeah.
Yes, she has yesified. She is
She is
yesified.
yes.
That
Clarice.
face.
She is
Yesified,
yesified filter chipmunk.
Those
Uh,
eyes are.
Or Miss
She's
Bunny.
got tape. She's taped.
Snatched, baby.
She did appear at Disneyland Paris Pride, so the costumes exist.
Does she wear in the parks? Does she wear that like Hawaiian dress with the pearls?
Yeah,
It's like-
it's,
yes,
like
kind of
a,
like
it's
a
like a
wrap
sarong.
dress.
It's like a
Yes,
sarong.
it's in
Yeah.
Hawaii. Hawaiianette. It's giving Annette
It's
Funicello.
giving
Hawaiian
Hawaiian
Funicello.
album. Yeah,
Hawaiian
Yeah.
net Funicello.
Hawaiian
No,
net,
that
yes.
Hawaiian net
That was
is
an
an
album.
Brandon.
that was yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because
If
she
you
also
go-
had another one called Italian.
Italianette. Oh my God. Are you caught up on the on?
What
I think
about
I know
Marionette?
how.
Marionette, where she's a puppet.
That's a different day.
Are you caught up on Pod the Ride, Casey? I have
Hey,
been.
this is my bathroom break.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know all the Annettes.
Yes, because they did it. We just listened to the Annette episode,
We did.
which
Wasn't
Adam and
that-
I had a brilliant
Was-
idea before.
It was like February.
to have
Okay.
Annette Funicello should have a biopic or a bio musical. I
All
want
I
to
know about is Jackie Cox. That's all I know.
And
Yes.
it was wonderful. Isn't it funny when a podcast just references other podcasts?
another podcast. Yeah.
There she is. There she is.
Yes.
Look at
The one to one cunt. The two
they
one
do
two the
that-
cunty cunts. Look at that.
If they do another, if they
find
do
the pride one,
another,
Jeff. Find the pride one.
Pop.
From
if they do a
Paris.
show next year, it should be hosted by the Muses. I think
Yeah,
they like
'cause they can
do
talk.
the because they
Do
can
the
talk.
full. Yeah.
Narrate.
And then they can introduce the headliners. Obviously, Clarabelle, Daisy, Clara Cluck. We're gonna have 4X and
Yeah, Clarice.
and Clarice.
Clarice.
Yeah.
They gotta do more deep cuts though. That's fun. Give me Gidget.
Did they overlay any of the rides?
Gadget.
Were the Small World
Oh,
kids singing?
Slay Legend.
Look at her.
This is her Disneyland Paris Pride outfit.
Give me name a better bevel.
Also,
Than that.
Chip and Dale at Disneyland Paris. They did not have a special Pride outfit.
I
at
love that
Disneyland
the
proper.
special Pride outfits for Chip and Dale is literally like a circuit gay outfit. Like,
It's
A little
it's just
visor.
a variation of
They're
their
on an
outfit that they wear
Chip and
in
Dale are on
Festival
an Atlantis
Fantasy.
cruise.
yes, it is giving Atlantis Cruise.
Atlantis Cruise, Pack
Oh my
Deck,
God. Packed
DJ.
deck.
Yeah, Poppers in
Pluto.
the Poppers in the.
Popper's necklace.
There you go.
Yes.
Adjacent, Pluto did have a Pride collar on, just a little rainbow collar.
So that could be a little gay
That could
right
be a
there.
little gay.
Yeah, a little
That's a little
collar.
nod to
But
our
speaking of little
community.
gay, how about the hankies at the
Golden Horseshoe.
Golden Horseshoe line dancing
Oh, yes, they were like-
classes?
Oh, the dancers?
The
Or
No,
whole,
they were
they-
like
No, they had
were
horseshoes like hanging from the rafters.
like
And they
bunting.
They had
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Yankees.
Yes.
They had the hankies. And then they had what did the banner behind the DJ say?
piss
There's a
play.
picture of it.
What you flagging? Which color?
What you flagging? What you flagging?
It said the welcome mat is always out, and then it had all the different colors of
Cute.
hankies
Mhm.
below that.
Sure.
Okay, there's no way. Somebody was like, "What a good idea!" And this is cute because it's the Wild West and bandanas.
No,
and
I think
unfortunately, you think?
Somebody
Yeah.
had to know,
no,
right?
because if it was just, I mean, I guess rainbow, but you don't pull out that many color hankies for a gay event and not know somewhere in the approval
hanky
process.
code,
And I'm
yeah.
fine with it, but it's like another thing where I was like, to the like, it could just pass as themed
Was there
decor.
a, was
but it
there a
gay.
yellow one? I mean, they're all crude. I
Yes,
guess. I was
they were
like-
all
Yeah,
there.
they were all
Famously,
there.
none of the hankies are like, "I like doing nothing."
I like.
Then you just don't have a hanky on.
Yeah, I like holding hands.
That's got to be one of the. Well,
What's also interesting is that they're
Alright.
not
Well-
they're not displayed in rainbow order either. So it's
Yeah.
not
They're
like
just
it's
like-
just the gradient. It's just
like a hanky
random.
and a
Yeah.
hanky.
Yeah, hanky.
Left or right
hanky.
pocket.
yeah,
They are
different
groomers.
things.
different.
So they were
Oh,
teaching
shut
they were teaching the line dance, and then the song they ended up dancing to at the end of the class that we saw was the DuckTales theme song,
Cute.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The new one or like the OG?
the old one.
it was the
old one.
original.
Yeah.
It was cute. People were taking the class. It was very like, if you've ever been to the Roundup in Dallas, Casey?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's like a
Oh.
country gay bar in Dallas,
Country
and they
gay.
would teach line dancing classes. It was super gay.
Oh,
It's like
actually,
a Charlie's over here.
where was it? Is it? Where was it?
It's on
Cedar. Or,
yeah, on Cedar Springs.
I may have cried in that bar.
Uh-oh.
The
Damn.
more I
used
think
to
about
used to
it,
spend a lot of weekend nights at the Roundup when I lived in Dallas. So
the more I think about it, I think I did go there, and I was with my friend and his friends, and as gay bars famously, know how to pour their drinks.
Oh yeah.
I drank too much.
We went to K-pop night, and it's like Adam was comparing drinks at a concert that he got, and then the drinks that he got at our gay bar, and it's literally like night and day. At like a straight bar, they they will measure.
Yes, they pull
They
out
measured.
the like jigger and they measure, girl. They are like, "Oh, right up to the line," and I'm like. And this drink was like, I literally got a double at a concert. I mean, it was a concert
It's a
too,
concert,
also.
yeah.
So
$18.
it was
Yes.
$24,
Oh my
and I
gosh.
was like, okay. I mean, luckily there was no line because let's say the clientele of the majority concert goer
Was not of
maybe
drinking
not
age?
21.
A little younger.
Yeah.
Well, at Disneyland, we made it through the night on lovely Coca-Cola products. Because,
Wow. Did you have the cherry
Lovely
coke?
serving.
We
Did you
didn't
get
have
the
the
cherry
cherry
Coke?
Coke.
Oh,
We
you'll
forgot.
have to try
you're
the
missing
cherry
out.
Diet Coke.
From where?
Anywhere.
From
From the
Carne-
Coca-Cola.
Place on Main Street.
the Main Street
Yeah.
place where they make it
Oh.
Coca-Cola
old school.
refreshment zone or
Yeah,
Corner.
refreshment corner. Refreshment
refreshment
corner.
corner.
No, we did not, unfortunately, go there. unfortunately.
You gotta
I
you
would
gotta put it on your
never.
next.
We had
I would
a
never.
we had a regular Coke at the Tomorrowland Terrace for dinner, right?
Yeah, that's what I had. Wasn't that exciting.
Cool.
I had my Disneyland Topo Chico, so I was happy.
They should have at least had like a bunch of different Fanta flavors, so you could really
thank
go
you.
wild.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Some colorful drinks.
Have the muses serve it. And
They
at
should have,
least
yeah.
the red
As you walk through
Fanta.
that treat trail, they drop one in your They'll drop one in your bag.
Who were the
it's like a little
villains
club
that were
cool.
out? Because gays love a villain.
There were roaming. I think like Queen of Hearts was out. We saw
Okay.
Cruella. We saw Cruella interacting with a service animal on Main Street.
Amazing.
So that was great.
Always on brand.
Always on brand. I'm pretty sure Evil Queen was there, but we didn't really
Yeah.
see.
No Maleficent. No Angelina Jolie Maleficent. They'll never bring that out
I think
again.
the old Maleficent was out in Fantasyland
No,
for
Angelina Jolie was in her Frozen era.
Angelina Jolie was featured as Elsa on this night. Literally have that in my notes that the Elsa that we saw has those Angelina Jolie cheeks.
Wow.
Oh.
So she was there.
That's her
what
track,
Elsa's-
Yeah, what was Elsa's dress?
outfit?
Yeah.
Was it?
She has a
Show
myriad
Yourself?
of outfits she can choose.
It
from,
was
luckily.
they were wearing
pants?
classic. No,
Classic
well,
dress.
she was behind like a.
She was
on, like,
raised.
on like a. What do you call it?
platform.
Romeo. What is Romeo?
Pedestal?
Yeah,
Balcony.
tower.
Like a little
Yeah,
tower
it was a
and
little
balcony.
balcony. Yeah.
Yeah, right
And
there
you
in
just-
Fantasyland.
You would
That's
walk
right,
up
that's
and
exactly
stand
where
in
it was.
front of it.
It was at the end of the night, so they were shutting down, and
Yeah.
it was time to go back home.
Well, how were
Weird.
the muses? How,
The Muses they were easy. So
They
they basically
deserve
they
triple
are
pay.
they are just posing. They're like
Wow.
That's
changing
not
their
how they were-
poses.
That's not how they were posing.
It was very smooth. It was very smooth.
Yeah, it was the robot.
Robot.
No, it
but-
was like this, like five of them just the whole time as you're walking
Wow.
through. Just constant, no breaks the whole time. They deserve, and as they're walking in and out, posing, they deserve it. They were working
was-
overtime.
I'm glad it was easy. I did not want to stand in the line for very long. We went through it multiple times because I heard a cast member say, "Hey, there's no manager here right now, so we can let them stop and take pictures."
Wow, we love just
do
loose,
we have a photo?
loose
Do we have a
discipline.
photo? Yeah,
We did
Loose-
stop and take a picture
loose-lipped.
in front of them. Otherwise, they wanted you to keep moving, right?
Yeah.
I
But-
love a loose-lipped cast member at a private event. Because
Yes.
it's truly like, what's really going
Well,
on?
I
They're
was
like,
wondering about
"Girl."
all these cast members. I'm like, I hope they at least got one of the nights off so that they could attend. I think that was the energy. Like they were working one and then off for the
Did
other.
it feel like it was a lot of community working?
Yeah.
Or is that just
Yeah,
just
here
like
and
LA?
there.
I mean, did you
Or
see
just California?
Clarabelle?
Clarabelle wasn't working. She was working.
It was working.
Yeah, she was
honey.
working.
It was
But yeah, there
working.
were a lot, and there were also a lot of cast members there in a special cast member pride jersey that is not available to the public.
It was
Were they-
cute.
Are they signified as like these are the ones that
Wait,
It
they're
says
still
cast
doing
member on
spirit
it.
jerseys?
Oh.
Disney's still doing spirit jerseys?
Oh,
Oh,
baby.
they are alive and
Oh,
well.
girl,
They are
baby.
being
Casey got-
churned.
Casey got some
babies,
stuff in the print
dogs.
this year, right?
Yeah.
You got the Pride print this year?
Yeah.
Elisa
I
Frank.
got the Pride print button up.
Yeah, that Pride print spirit jersey was everywhere. Everyone had it on.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's a cast member one that's like it's like black with like this half of the print on part of it, and then it has like the progress color stripes across the back. It's really nice.
Oh, cute.
It was great. People, I was like, where can I get that?
And then we kind of wrapped up the night. There was like the fairies came out. We saw Terrence.
Yeah, they were
lighting-
there. They were there for 2 nights. Only fairies were coming in.
Just a bunch of fairies.
Flitting around.
Flitting
By the
around.
Matterhorn.
Did Terrence have his little Jesse McCartney wig on?
He did. He also had his acorn or nut bag.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And
And
his
the
nut,
hat's
his,
also part of
his
the
nut
nut
sack, if you will.
He had his nut sack and his
There
nut
it
hat.
is.
Cute.
Uh,
Twink or twunk?
Definitely twink. Very twink energy. Adam, I know you said he's masculine in the story, but that is not the experience that
No, of course.
Giving
Well, he's
that
gonna
part.
amp it up. Listen, like a classic straight guy who loves to get flirted with by gay guys. He's gonna like amp it up just to get hit on.
it was the
something.
attention. Yeah.
Very, very Peter energy.
Oh, for
Very
sure.
Peter energy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's not even start talking
Well,
about the Peter Pan. Oh gosh, the Peter Pan. What is that site?
Uh-huh.
Tumblr.
You're not gonna make it to level
Spieling-
5 this way, Casey.
Spieling
No!
Peter, Spieling
Spieling
Peter on
Peter?
Tumblr.
What is that?
Oh, you don't even know. I bet.
Spieling
I bet
Spieling
Freelet
Peter on
knows.
I don't know
Spieling
it.
Peter.
I know.
He was a Tumblr
Spieling-
girly, so he
I
probably.
was a Tumblr.
She
I don't
was
know that
a,
his interest.
She
his,
was a
his search-
Tumblr
his
famous.
hashtags
I
didn't do
actually
that.
don't think I was a Tumblr during my Disney era. I was not a Disney
Oh.
during my
That's
Tumblr
Were you a
era.
Reddit? Were you a Disney? What was your expression of choice when you were in your deep Disney era?
Or Tumblr.
No,
era.
no,
Or Tumblr
I wasn't.
era.
I'm
yeah,
not,
I want to know.
I did not really have a Tumblr where I published my thoughts or any information. I was just a
Mm.
viewer.
He was a
voyeur.
He was a re-Tumblr.
Yes.
I was a re-Tumblr, yeah. No original
Reblog.
content.
Reblog. Spieling
Reblog.
Peter was like a
Spieling.
Spieling Peter, like a Tumblr famous, specific like Peter performer.
His name is Andrew Ducote.
Yes.
Oh,
and-
wow.
His real
and
name.
Andrew Flora. And
Dox him, everybody, dox
he
him.
married a Wendy.
He married a
Okay.
Wendy.
Oh, that's enough.
Oh, red flags.
She was also an Alice.
And so he was like very popular.
He was just really. There was like an era where Disneyland Peters were known by different nicknames.
Yes.
So there was
Yes.
Spieling Peter. There was like I don't even remember all of them, but there were like 5 or 6 different Peters, and he was the one that like all the girls liked because he was cute, and I think he was obviously not gay. He was still like Peter, but he was like they're so rare. You know what I mean? These not gay Peters. So I think that was something for the little girlies as a little treat.
Yeah.
So they would follow him around and just like
video him.
And it was like really wild what was going on.
Yeah.
But he was just very good at like bantering. He was like very quick and funny.
And very in that era of like girlies taking their big old cameras to the theme park and like doing like photo shoots
DSLR
him.
era.
and
DSLR
yes.
Festival of Fantasy, that
yeah,
type of
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Curiously, there was no Peter representation at a gay event. Huh.
Well,
That's interesting.
they're all
He was-
the
he was-
boys who are visiting all these
Because
these men with
because they
Peter
all
Pan
called out.
syndrome.
They all
I guess-
called out. Peter called out.
Peter called out
to
that
be
day.
in the
And then
party.
No,
Peter
Peter
called
was
out
just Terrence. They
a
just
lot.
used
Terrence was
Yeah.
definitely a Peter. And then that was pretty much it.
That was
you
the
know,
track.
we saw the projections on the Matterhorn. We had our Spice Girls music.
which
on-
were what?
they
Rainbow.
would
Tom
change
of
the
Finland.
projections to be like Tom of Finland to plain rainbow to like a sparkly rainbow to like Alaska Thunderfuck
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
to Nina West maybe.
They just
where
showed
Disney-
some of the iconic lip syncs from Drag Race.
Yeah.
Yes.
exactly,
Yes.
yeah.
Lip
So
sync assassin.
Evie
Lip
versus
sync assassin.
Brooklyn. Yeah. Makes sense.
Charlie Hides. Charlie, let's go.
They did the whole read you, wrote you.
Oh, for sure.
gotcha.
On the Matterhorn.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Todrick directed
I'm
that.
honestly
so-
shocked you
directed
didn't
by
see
Todrick.
Todrick.
Yeah.
Synergy. There's the synergy.
I am very shocked, with his what the magic happens. That's his
Magic
little
frappins.
that's his little thing.
Mm.
He was not there, but we did on the way out see Frankie Grande with her dog
With her dog.
Yes.
on Main Street, and allegedly also with the VIP tour guide at this event, like being
Love
shown
that.
around.
You know
Uh,
Because
what?
famously, me and Miranda saw Frankie with the dog at Disney World. They were on Runaway Railway.
And
Oh,
famously,
that's right.
VIP tour guides are essential for late night event and after hours events because the lines are so long.
So, yeah,
You saw
exactly.
Frankie with his dog. Her name's Ariana. You don't have to call her a dog. I mean, my God.
Oh,
Just kidding. I obviously love her.
Okay.
No. The Big Brother fans will know.
Yeah, Frankie J.
The
Grande.
BB fans.
Or
And then speaking of
Titanic
iconic
fans.
lip syncs, the grand finale was all of the characters out on the Pride steps, which is what they called them. So the steps going up to the train station at the end of Main Street, they lined them with colors of the flag, or rainbow, and then all the classic characters are out in their Pride outfits, dancing along and saying goodbye to everyone. Most people are just staying and watching.
Were there any princesses?
at like stationed at meet
In
and greets. Like
Fantasyland.
Okay, just like the
just
normal regular girlies.
honestly, I just think we
and
only saw
Elsa.
Anna and Elsa, maybe Rapunzel, but
I saw
Uh,
Rapunzel was there at some point.
I think Tiana and Prince
Naveen was
Naveen,
like by himself. We saw at one point.
they appeared in New Orleans Square, kind of like wandering around.
Bisexual king.
By
Naveen.
King
Very
Naveen.
much, yeah.
Naveen, yeah.
Yeah. No Tarzan.
there was like
no
a-
Tarzan and Milo.
No, because
famous
they
gay
can't.
part.
No, they would not trust that crowd to be with
No.
Tarzan.
In New Orleans Square,
girl
though.
Tarzan
from
would need his
Tarzan.
poncho.
The girl from Tarzan was there. in-
Oh, Jane, the girl
Jane-
from
girl.
Tarzan.
Jane
Mini
and
Driver,
somebody
how
else.
dare you?
Jane and someone else were in Adventureland.
In New Orleans
Turk?
Square, though, they did have
Turk.
a like a pirate flag that was like
Oh my
the
God,
rainbow
gay
face.
pirate.
The gay pirate flag,
Oh,
just
gay
letting people
pirate.
come take
Pirates,
photos with it. So you could like hold it up in front of the
Yeah, we saw someone taking a picture with it, and it's like the pirate symbol. It's rainbow and it's glittery, and we were like, they brought that flag.
See,
into the
this
Who
is
park
let
to take
them
a
in with
picture.
that flag?
Who brought them with the flag? But no,
Was-
that was one of the meet
That
and
was a
greets.
photo op.
That was a
Photo
photo
op.
op.
Was
See,
there?
Disney does this from time to time where there will be a photo op that's just like a prop or like
Yeah.
That's
what
an
it was.
item, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Here, hold
No,
this flag.
baby,
Yeah,
no.
wait.
They also
No.
put a.
There was always a
um,
line for the tangled lanterns.
Oh yeah.
in,
Oh yes.
Magic
Tangled
Kingdom.
And
toilets,
it always
tangled
looks like it always
Tangled
looks like a baby reveal picture. 'Cause it was always like this.
We did not see any baby reveals at this event.
Not at this event, no. There was also, you could get in the teacup that's
Ooh, I have a
outside of the shop in Fantasyland, and they put a sign above it that said "spilling the tea."
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Sure.
interesting.
Okay,
There was a long, there was a
alright.
long line
was
for
the
that.
Hatter out?
No.
No.
Come on. Was the redhead out?
If there's
Who
ever
wants
been
the
a
redhead?
queer-coded character, it's the
The
fucking
redhead-
Hatter.
We wants the red, that one?
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah,
no,
Red.
I think I saw Red out
Red.
during the day before the party.
Red
I
is
but
mean
not during the
that. I
party.
mean that's talk about sapphic idols. That is.
Yeah, true.
that-
She was not there.
Stud.
Stood.
Done.
No, so at the finale, they were going through a couple tracks, but I think the best one was we got Dua Lipa physical at like finale, and I will tell you, Clarabelle and Laganja could go toe to toe, hoof to hoof.
Could you
get
imagine?
it.
Reveal yourself.
Clarabelle now. I
Who do you think
would-
it is? It's probably
I would-
Laganja.
No,
No, it's probably
Hello.
And then she
It's my
jumps down.
good Judy Clarabelle cow. Clarabelle, how are you?
This like an episode of Drag Race is just waiting for like a video, an obvious like video
Yes.
like segment just
We
pop
need it.
in like a mini
You can't
challenge
spell
post.
dairy without Clarabelle.
Yeah, you can't spell
Famously, Miss
legendary
Piggy
like a
has
legendary.
been on
Legendary.
Drag Race.
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
That's true.
there's
Miss
a
Piggy
precedent.
has.
There is
It's
a precedent.
possible.
Yes.
That's true.
Could
I was
you
gonna say
imagine?
if they were on Hulu, it
Wait.
would definitely happen.
Yeah.
Piggy wasn't out.
No,
No
Piggy.
Piggy?
No, we did see.
Well, there were piggies.
someone with
There
a
were
great-
piggies
piggies.
at the.
There were
at
a
the
lot
event.
of
Hungry little
piggies and
There
a
were
lot
a
of
lot of
were-
hungry
a
little.
lot
Yeah,
of,
we heard Stitch was out. Yeah, yeah.
a
a lot of
nasty pigs.
piggies
Lot of-
merchandise was out. The hats,
Yeah.
the socks,
And
the
then we saw
whole
someone with a
nine
great
yards.
fierce and fabulous shirt, Casey, with that. Like
For Miss
I think it's
Piggy.
like basically the image that's on the pin.
Oh,
It was a
someone
cute-
did a little cricket.
Someone did a little.
Someone got
a little lasso tool.
crafty.
Cricket fashions, for
Uh-huh.
sure.
Magnet. So
This is not what we're talking about, but when they did like the it was last year they did like the 50s night, right?
It was just a
Yeah.
couple months ago.
Oh, it was a couple months ago.
Decades night.
What they should have done, and they'll never do this, but what they should do is they should have just for that event the balloons. You know how the balloons now are like a balloon and a balloon, but back in the day they were just the Mickey.
shape. Yeah.
Just do the Mickey balloons. I just
be
want the
cute.
pure,
shape.
unadulterated little Mickey balloon. So gay. Anyway, sorry.
So anyway, gays.
So all in all, a very gay night.
Very
Maybe.
gay.
Was it
Yeah.
worth it? How much was the ticket?
I think
Can
it
I
was
ask that?
179
Per?
or 169 per person.
That's- oof.
So that's a day ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. We did not purchase day tickets.
No.
So on
That's
top
what
of this was
That's
our.
what the price
expense.
for October.
It's like a
Not
park
So
hopper.
Scary is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is-
And this
we were
one, I
looking
mean,
it up.
this one you
This
actually
one
get
is
in a little bit
less
later
time.
because the party starts at 9. You can get in at 6. So you have
Oh.
3 hours before
6,
the
9.
party, and then it ends at 1.
So what is the timing for not so soon? It's like 3, 6, 3 and 6.
You can get in at. It might
Four,
be 4
I think.
o'clock
I think
now.
it's 4.
Yeah.
4 and 7. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't get in.
4.
You can't get in till 6. So it's you got it.
They're-
You could work a full day, have a meal, get a second coffee,
And then you
then
go
go to
out,
the
and
park.
then you could go work.
And then
Yes.
you
came
go
to work.
That's what I did.
Second shift.
I worked and then I worked.
Amazing.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. We'll never talk about gay things ever again.
Well, that's why
Ever.
Miranda
Until
didn't want
we're
to be on.
back.
That's why she planned this event
She
so that
doesn't-
she didn't have to be on the pod to talk
She
about gay
did
stuff.
not want to support.
She doesn't like
She's
never.
reserving space.
She's
Thank you.
she's yielding her time.
She's holding
Yeah.
space.
She's letting us hold our space.
Yeah.
Before we go Orf, Vase.
I
What?
put my little vase movie minute
Yes, you
because
did.
because Miranda doesn't ever go to the movies.
No.
So I wanted to give just a little shout out to the movies that are out right now. And okay,
Alamo pay you? What is going on?
use my code at
Sponsored by.
checkout. Yeah. No, I just RJ, have you seen anything about this movie Past Lives? I feel like that's an
No.
RJ thing. Oh, it's about this Korean girl and her childhood best friend when she lived in
Oh,
Korea.
Past
Oh,
Lives.
yes, I've heard about it. We have not
I
watched
thought
it.
you said movie Past Lives. I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
what happened to movie Past now, girl? I just refreshed my payment. Past Lives. Yes, I've been seeing. Yes,
We've
I do
not
want
seen
to.
it.
We have not seen it. I do want to watch it. It's A24's new girly. It's already being like, this is the movie.
This
girls.
is the girly. She's
Yeah.
great. I saw it this weekend. I think it's going nationwide this week.
Do
but
you watch more movies now because of Joe? Like because he loves.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
He
like one
loves-
of our
he
like
loves the theater.
He loves the.
he loves the theater. That's like one of our biggest hobbies is seeing what movie is out and going to the movies.
Oh.
And then
Going to
having
the
a
cinema.
conversation afterward, trying to understand the themes of the film.
Yeah.
We do discuss the movies afterwards, and a lot of times I'm like, I don't know, I didn't get it.
Casey,
But-
have you gone to the new weekly drag show at the Alamo Drafthouse South Lamar?
No.
It's on Tuesday nights. It's like hosted by the Extragrams girlies. We need to check it out.
Tuesday nights, I'm here.
That's
Tuesday
right.
nights
Well,
we're
right.
booked. We're
Well,
booked
usually,
on
well,
Tuesday.
Booked.
famously,
blessed.
we're not booked on Tuesday nights. So
You are next
Well, yeah.
week.
You are next
yeah,
week,
that's right.
girls.
Oh,
We're in the
we've been-
chat.
we've been invited back.
Did you see Elemental?
I did see Elemental as well. I saw
Elementals,
that-
right? Plural? No.
No, just
No,
just
Elemental
one.
This is not the
singular.
Eternals.
So Elemental got apparently like the worst opening of a Pixar movie ever, which they say all the time. Just like they say this is the first movie with a gay character ever.
Yeah.
Every
Bi.
time.
Non-binary
Non-binary.
Non-binary
teen.
character.
Queen.
Non-binary for this film.
Get it right.
Which so I go use my movie pass because I'm canceling my movie pass because we have Alamo pass. So I had to get rid of
Oh,
some credits.
That's
Mama.
why it's not. That's why our new Alamo is not showing up on Movie Pass. That makes sense.
Well,
It's
no,
they
my
have-
They have
Alamo,
their
doesn't
own?
yours.
my Alamo is on
Maybe
Movie Pass.
ours is like because we just opened. It's not in there yet,
Yeah.
but it doesn't show up.
If it doesn't show up, I mean, it could be that it's not included, but mine is included. But I loved Elemental. It's like your classic kind of love story, which I didn't know. Like I watched the previews and I was like, I don't get it. This looks like kind of reminded me of like Zootopia or something, you know. I was just like, I don't understand. But I saw it and it was really I thought it was really cute. And there's like, I don't know, there's kind of some like allegories to like immigrants and like because the fire people leave their fire country to go to this new land and they build a little community with the other fire people and why is she hanging around with that water guy. But famously there is a non-binary
Thematic.
character in the water family which I didn't catch on to.
Is their name?
And
They're named Globby, right? Bobby?
I think so. Yeah.
RJ, do you know what we're talking about?
No.
In the other two, they're in the newest season. They like pull him in. It's Disney, right? It's supposed
They're
to be.
making fun of
Yeah,
Disney
they
now.
explicitly say Disney.
And
Yeah.
they're like, we want you to voice the first gay
Disney's first
Unabashedly
gay,
gay.
Unabashedly gay Disney character.
Yes,
They might even say queer.
the brother. Yes, and they
Carrie.
his name
Carrie
is
Dulac.
Globby, and he's like formless.
He is straight up flubber.
Yes, yes,
Globby.
yes.
So yeah, this is that scene or that storyline has come to life. I mean, it really
Yes,
is exactly that.
Because I saw the movie and like the scene with the family is very short already. And I saw some people, and I was even accidentally apparently in a showing that had captions up. It was like it
Accessible?
had captions the entire movie.
Come on,
Accessibility.
accessibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did not see any they thems on that screen, but like in the actual typing, but there was someone that was like, "Oh, this is my girlfriend, blah blah blah." And I'm guessing maybe that was the non-binary sibling, but who knows? But anyways, but I think it's really cute. I did tell Joe I do want you to see it, but we have so many movies we need to watch that we can wait until Disney.
How
Plus
was The
for you to see
Flash?
it. That is on the freaking list, so don't even get me started.
What's on the list right now? What's on the list?
What's on the
Oh.
list?
Asteroid
so
City.
many.
Asteroid City. Oh, I want to
Asteroid
watch that.
City.
Yeah.
Isn't the Jennifer Lawrence movie coming out like in a couple
No
weeks?
Hard
I want to see
Feelings.
that.
I want to
That's
see that
this
so
week
bad.
as
Everyone is
well.
saying it's great from the early.
Comedy.
It's got Ratatouille in
dark
it.
comedy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like sex pot comedy.
Yeah.
Ratatouille's in it. Andrew Barth Feldman. or
Andrew
whatever.
Barth Feldman, famously Linguini in the Ratatouille
Yes.
musical.
He looks just like him.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I do want to see. Let's see. I was telling Joe, like, there's so many movies we have to watch, and he's like, there's not that many. But Asteroid City, he wants to see The Flash.
If Ezra doesn't want to be there, you shouldn't either. Okay.
Ezra wants to be there. He wants that money.
There's No Hard Feelings.
Mhm.
And then in a couple weeks we've got, I do want to see this Joyride movie.
Oh
That
yes,
looks
it looks fun.
Um,
Good summer romps.
Yeah,
Barbie is coming.
Barbie is coming.
That'll be
Barbie
a moment.
Oppenheimer.
Is Joe going to be a
feature.
Barbie or an Oppenheimer?
He wants us to do both. He wants to do the
Double
double
feature.
feature.
Double feature.
Like
And I said-
on
I
Day
said,
of.
if we do a double feature, then we see Barbie first so I can nap in Oppenheimer.
well, let us know, because if that's going to be an late matinee, we need to know about it. We need to schedule accordingly. If that's assuming we're seeing it together. I don't want to invite myself to anything, but
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
yeah.
Very that.
But I'm very.
When
I'm
is
always up to see a
Barbie's in
movie
July,
when I'm
right?
July 21st.
July
July
21st. Okay.
21st.
We're watching it with Miranda. She'll be here the weekend after.
Oh damn! You're gonna have to wait.
Oh wait, I mean,
That's fine.
look, we saw like one movie last
When's
year.
the last movie we saw was
Everything Everywhere.
Everything Everywhere at All
Oh
Once.
my god.
What was the last movie we saw? We saw a documentary
theaters,
a
at
couple
least.
weeks ago.
You went to the movies for a documentary?
We saw,
Pride programming at the
what was it
House.
called? All Male? Or
All Male.
The International Male Story?
It was good.
IML?
IML.
No, not
No.
international. No, not. Those are Chicago girlies, right
The
there.
magazine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The catalog.
I gotcha.
Memorial
But
Day
just
weekend.
Going back to where we were, Adam, are you caught up on the other two?
No. I just saw that from clips on Twitter.
Oh,
And I
there's a really
Pieced it
good,
together.
I'd say, musical theater moment that 3 people on this podcast would enjoy.
Brandon, I am going to send you a K-pop performance that is the most musical theater performance I've ever
Oh,
seen,
yes.
and I talked about it in our most recent episode of the show we do for like 15 minutes.
All right,
It's
send it to me. Send it
giving
to me. Send it to me.
Full, like, I want song. It's amazing.
Well, there's a pretty good song in the most recent episode of the other two that is like
Is it the driving
drive
song?
like
The driving song.
when I tell you that I have never related to a sentiment so hard in my entire life, that song is how I feel. And I don't want to spoil anything, but Casey,
Brandon, did you watch Chicago?
no, because we haven't even finished the first season of Schmigadoon. It's
We're
okay. We
working
can
on
say
it.
that.
Haters.
We
What?
Get Apple TV Plus for free. What are you
No, we
doing?
don't. No,
We do
we
not get
don't.
it for free.
We
We
don't
have
get
to
it for
pay.
free.
It's $5. I don't want to hear it.
I got the free trial from the Target app. We have it right now.
Well,
Anyways,
they're and the other thing, they're 30-minute episodes.
that's true.
They're very
We-
fast.
yeah.
You gotta
Well,
love it.
now that I'm on my new work from home gig,
Yes.
we can
private-
start watching them more.
Yes.
Private sector.
Have a
Private
little bit more
sector
time.
babes.
Private sector babes. I'm in my work from home era.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So
all
you're
right.
working for a charter school? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Cut that. Cut
That was a
cut
joke.
that. Do not
was
publish
a
until
joke.
July 1st.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, with our sponsors, and then when we come back, it's time to go Orf. Okay, and we're back. Bless you, Adam.
Thank you.
We're back.
I'll go first.
And it's time to go Orf, where we go Orf every week about something
To go Orf about.
to go Orf about. Adam, it's time to go Orf.
What is this submersible situation? What? I don't even know if this is like a go off so much as like it's so insidious. Why I understand that the Titanic is like a cultural phenomenon, right? Especially because of 1997's seminal classic Titanic, but why I would never feel like I would want to pay approximately $250,000 to go like over 2 miles into the ocean. The Titanic is like truly in the depths of hell, and that should be where it stays, and no one should be seeing it. And we should maybe Bean can set off fireworks. Maybe someone can go down and like film every little angle, and then in 2024 we can all put on our little vision goggles and we can look around and we can say, wow, this is what it looks like. But I would never want to get in a 5-foot long tube and then just like sink and then look out a little porthole that's like this big. I can't.
Do that
This
at
is-
Disneyland.
This is not right.
could do it at Disneyland.
I'd go to Nemo.
Exactly.
This is no shade, obviously, to people who probably have lost their lives. This is genuinely upsetting and truly horrifying when you think about it for more than 5 seconds. But wow, just this company that did this is truly horrible. It's so bad. Oof.
Had they done successful voyages before? I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, so
Oh.
Yes, they
CBS went on, did a story about them last year.
Wow.
And the reporter who did that piece was tweeting today about it. I think it was today or maybe it was yesterday, but they were tweeting about it and they were like, actually what happened last year was at one point there's a ship above that's kind of
It kind of you tether from it or
no, not tethered. That's why they can't find it, by the way. But they have sonar or whatever, so that they're supposed to know where it is and they have a communication. And he was like, there was a point at which they could not communicate with the submersible that was underwater, so they turned off the Wi-Fi on the ship so that none of the journalists could talk about it. And at the time, he was looking back now, I understand it's because they didn't have their shit together, but in the moment they were it's so that we can really we're turning off the Wi-Fi, what they do on planes where they're
Yeah.
has to be on plane mode so that the pilot can land safely or whatever. So they were like, okay, sure, this
Whatever.
must be normal. Nope, not normal. Insidious.
It's not good.
especially for Adam, who literally has come on this pod to say I never want to know the depths of the sea.
Never have I ever wanted to be in the ocean. Ever. Put a finger down. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got.
Dark-sided.
Dark-sided.
Who's got to go Orf?
I mean, I know I do.
Oh. Well then, Casey, have at it. It's time to go off, Casey. Look at her warm up. Ooh.
Okay. Now tell me why I spent an entire workday, or like a good 6 hours looking for a freaking Barbie doll. I drove all over Austin for this doll because it released on Monday at Targets everywhere, and I had to have it. It's the Margot Robbie cowgirl outfit Barbie doll. It's $50. She's
and
not
worth
cheap.
every penny. Worth every penny.
Yes. So why do I got to? It's saying it's available here, here, and here. You can pick it up here, here, and here. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna jaunt over to my Austin East Target and go pick her off the shelf. Well, of course, Mama, she ain't there. And then I add her to my cart and say, pick up, in store or whatever, to see if they can find her later. And then I go on a goose hunt looking for her everywhere else. And so I end up doing 2 more pickups for the doll at 2 different Targets.
For the doll.
For the doll. And, I'm casting a wide net. And so I'm driving like 20 minutes between Targets. Like I go to Southwest Austin where they say she's on the shelf.
The Austin listeners are going crazy right now.
They're
like,
Brody Lane, can I get some commotion for Brody Lane? I go to Southwest Austin.
Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
That used to be my Target.
Vegas over here, make some noise.
and then I'm in a lull because it's that moment. It's like that, like hour of like, won't they fulfill my order or not? Because it's usually ready to pick up in 2 hours. So I'm sitting around. I try and drive to the Culvers to have a little
try to relax.
Yes, try to relax.
A smoke break.
But it's a crinkle fry.
It's a crinkle fry.
Cheese curd break.
At this point, it's 2 p.m. and I pull up to the Culvers. Someone else pulls up to the Culvers. They get out of their car and they try and open the door, and there's a sign on the door, and they get back in their car and leave. So of course,
I thought you were about to say that they pulled out 6 Barbies. I was gonna be like,
yeah.
Of course, I don't read the sign. I just take their lead and I move on my way. The Culvers is closed, but it had been open because there was an employee that was waiting for their ride. So maybe they closed early. I don't know. I didn't read the sign.
They were also trying to get to Target.
Yes. Everyone was leaving early for Target. So then I'm sitting around and then I get your order is ready at South Park Meadows. So I drive the 11 minutes from the Culvers.
Little Miss driving.
Yes, Little Miss. Yeah.
Little Miss HOV lane.
Yes.
I get over there. I go to the drive up pickup, and the lady comes. She's like, "Oh, sorry, it took me a minute." I'm like, "Oh no, you're fine. I'm just so excited to get this dang Barbie." She hands me the bag and she walks back inside. I look, and Barbie doesn't have her hat. Someone has opened up the package and taken the cowboy hat off Margot Robbie's head.
Someone's chihuahua looks great today.
There is a ferret somewhere with a little
ready for the premiere.
Gay-ass ferret.
Little gay-ass ferret.
that was Frankie Grande. And then he put it on his little dog.
Put it on the dog.
Oh, brought it back.
I go inside. There are no more Barbies. So I just return this one.
Insidious.
And then I get the notification that my order is also ready in Bee Cave, Texas. Which, readers, Bee Cave, Texas is 33 minutes from the Target I'm at.
Yeah, it's
And what
west.
time
Far
does it
west,
close?
Very far west.
She closes at whatever hours,
But
but
I mean,
It's
Casey's
afternoon. It's afternoon.
it's like
Oh, okay.
Casey's used to
3:30 at
20
this
minutes right
point.
before closing. She's not pressed.
It's 3:30 at this point. I've got improv at 6. So I go
She's
over
booked.
there.
She is booked and
But-
busy.
I go
I go
over to
over
Miss
there.
B Cave.
I go to the cave. My phone is on low power mode because I have been on my phone all day.
Girl, get a charger for that car.
Yeah, buy a little charger when you're
Hey,
there.
I had her plugged in too. Trust me, I had to. But those chargers in the car do not
They
work.
don't work.
And so then the little guy comes out with my Barbie, and she's ripped. She's ripped
what do you mean
on the
ripped? Like
side.
the box
box.
or
The box.
Okay.
So I go in.
But it's
And
just
I'm-
the box, but you want the
she's
full.
she's
But I
a
want the
she's a
full-
box girly.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's staying in box, so it needs to be right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not
Remember her Funkos all in boxes.
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
in box.
She needs to look like that Trixie over there does.
Yeah. Like, so I
Where?
go in, and thankfully, there is one left on the shelf.
His name is
Along with-
Brandon, not Tricky.
He'll show
There
you
is one on
after.
the shelf.
Along with the Margot Robbie Barbie in like the gingham pink outfit. And I finally
You said
get
2
her.
for 1? Or
2
just-
for 1. Yeah, I put
Wow.
one in my bag, and then I purchased the other one.
You should have just taken that dress out.
I know. I should have just taken it off the shelf and walked out of there after everything I'd been through. I've been to 4 Targets at this point.
Well,
got
so-
her.
you are an ally. Let's say that.
And I'm just so sorry. This was a 10-minute conversation. and
You
not
did get
long.
both. You did
But I
get
got
both.
both.
The reveal
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
second one. That's
Re-
the reveal.
reap what you sow, you know?
Yes,
God,
I
they're
said.
so
I said
good.
if I'm
so
going
good.
out, if I'm going out, then,
She is worth it.
then we're
Yeah.
doing it.
Did
Look
you see
at her.
Did you see? Speaking of the Barbie movie, did you see the controversy about the Dua Lipa wigs? Have we seen the Dua Lipa wigs? So Dua Lipa is in the Barbie movie. She's playing Mermaid Barbie, and
She's got wigs.
her wig is like hard front,
front.
clearly not like human lace front,
Lace
human hair,
front.
anything. And people were like, "Wow, it looks like they did a real cheap job on these wigs." And people have been like, "They are Barbies. They are not
Yes.
supposed to be
Yeah,
like
they are
human
made
hair
of plastic.
perfection." Yes.
Yeah, in the little architectural digest thing, they made a
So
comment
good.
about how like their hair
watched
changes
it?
quickly during the movie because they're dolls, right?
they're
And
dolls,
They can
yeah.
have any hair. I don't think
Yeah.
it's supposed to be
Real.
Yeah.
picture perfect.
Yeah.
And the
And-
thing with the mermaid Barbies is they were made for water,
Yes.
so they had hair like that.
Yes.
Learn the text. My God. Do your research.
Reference the
Dramaturgy.
reference
Yeah.
the
No, you're-
oracles.
Yeah.
Know your history.
Know your history.
Yeah. So, anyways, all that to say, I am so done with Target pickups for a long time until the next thing comes, and I'm back out there on the streets
Until the Oppenheimer Barbie comes out.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
until the John Cena mermaid Barbie comes out.
Until the Rock as Maui Barbie comes out.
There you
Yes.
Again. Revisited.
Redux.
Redux.
There you go.
Who's next?
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
any
a
of-
tough
I'll
act to
go.
follow.
Any of our guests? Jeff?
I'll go
Okay.
next. I'll go next.
Jeff, very excited. It's your first go off for the show. It's time to
Wow.
go off.
I want to go off on some Disney foods that don't need to be a thing, right? Like they're fine and you can enjoy them, but you don't need to make it like a social media thing. And when it comes to the cruise, I'm thinking about like any food at Castaway Key is absolute garbage. Like I don't care what you say, it's
Whoa.
not good. And you don't need to post about how fantastic it is. Like if you enjoy it, that's fine, but it's not for everyone. Other things, these little pasta persets that appear at Animator's Palette, all the little moms on Pinterest, TikTok, they talk about how amazing these things are. And they're fine, but they're just fine. And that's okay. The churro waffles at Cabanas are like this like new thing that is like popping off on the internet right now. And they're legitimately good. But they've been around for over a year or two, and you can get them at the Magic Kingdom at Crystal Palace. Like they're great, but they don't need to be a thing. So there are lots of foods you can enjoy, but you don't have to like make it this thing that like everyone has to seek out. Just enjoy it for what it is and keep it to yourself. Like plastic cheese in theme parks, right? It's like it doesn't need to be a thing, but
A moment.
you can enjoy it.
I'm trying to we have been feverishly googling a pasta per set.
Just Google pasta purse animator's palette and it'll come
Oh,
up.
they're
It's
like
ravioli.
almost like dumplings.
Dumplings.
Yeah,
they're
it's like a
It's like a
little
dumpling
mini
ravioli.
dumpling. They have
Yeah.
like a few different kinds. It depends on how long your cruise is, but we got some that were like black truffle and then some other ones.
There's a
filled with,
Target. Target
There's
has
a
a
good
dupe
gather.
called Sacchetti.
yeah, that's probably what it is. It's the same,
Sacchetti.
probably the
Sacchetti.
same source.
Sacchetti.
But
Wow.
Black truffle pasta per sets.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I went to Olive Garden recently, and I could.
You
and I,
did go to Olive Garden recently.
And
I thought that'd be real.
and that's a moment for real. That's what I should be talking about on social media.
I
is-
truly
You got to do the Dakota, I think is
Uh-huh.
their name, where it's like Olive Garden
Olive
order.
Garden.
The Austin
Hey,
office needs to do
bitches.
one.
Yes.
We need to do
We
one.
need to do one.
I need to take y'all to Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, we are
Yes.
so overdue.
Wait,
And-
We
We're over
also
here
talked
at Bee
about-
Cave at the Texas Roadhouse in Bee Cave.
got peanuts all over the floor.
We also need to do Culver's because I've never actually eaten the food at Culver's, only the concrete.
This is, and famously, he and I worked within like a 30-minute break driving
Within
distance.
a
of
Culver's.
I
Culver's.
worked at a Culver.
And
I
I've
worked at a
never
Culver's.
I didn't know
eaten
their
It was-
food.
Proximate to the mall we worked at together.
I mean, I've been there with you, but I've never had eaten the
Together.
food.
You gotta get the
It's
mushroom and
so-
Swiss, baby.
No,
It's
you have to
mushroom
get
and-
no.
it's
The
mushroom
first
and
time you
Swiss,
go,
baby.
you have to get the Butterburger.
I mean,
Because
they're all,
that's-
but yes, yeah.
That's
They're
the
all
classic one.
Butterburgers.
They're all
They're all
Butterburgers
Butterburgers.
at
Gotta get the-
BK's Culver.
Bee Cave's Culver.
We have a little Culver's cruise story for you
Is it
after.
Casey?
after
Is it
pod.
bee?
Ooh.
Is it bee? As in like bumblebee cave?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah,
Bee cave.
Bee caves.
Is the cave opening shaped
cave.
like a bee, like the cave of
Is
wonders?
it a
but it's
cave?
bee?
No.
I don't know why it's called that.
Great.
It's just
Well,
for like it's
we'll do
like
a
the
club
rich
level
white
deep
suburb.
dive.
Yeah.
Yes, club
We'll have to look
level.
at
I went to the Bahama Bucks in Bee Cave because I said I need a treat after
Yes.
this.
Oh, wait, what is
Bahama
that?
Because in Bee
Bucks?
Cave,
What is
in Bee
Bahama
Cave, you don't
Bucks?
have Sonic, you have Bahama Bucks.
Yeah, Bahama Bucks. It's shaved ice.
Okay.
That should have been my
Oh.
go off because I was there for 40 minutes.
Oh,
we
this
didn't
is
even
a-
hear
Shaved
about
ice?
that.
Shaved
We didn't
ice?
hear
I
about
was
that.
so
first?
mad. I did not have time. I didn't have battery. I didn't have any time
You
to
had
be
improv to
texting
get
about
to.
how awful the Bahama Bucks was. At one point,
Should have
there
sent
was
that
a-
voice memo.
there was a there was a snow cone, a shaved ice that had been sitting there, and I heard her say a name and it didn't sound like mine. And then I'd been there 40 minutes, so I just took it and left because I was like,
What
you know what,
flavor?
this is
Must
what
be
I'm
mine.
eating
I'm
today.
getting it.
What flavor was it?
I think
Three.
it might have been mine because it was like I ordered like a strawberry cheesecake thing, and it was
Yum.
$7.
Or a cheesequake from the Dairy Queen.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been there. We've been there. We know.
I am very much considering. It's summer. I need
I
ice
literally
cream.
was like, should we go get something after this?
Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap
Brandon,
this up. Brandon,
once
you
you
got
go
something?
off, let's
All
go.
right, I'm pulling one out of the archives tonight. Okay.
Yes, the one that
So-
he's been saving for a
Saving.
while.
Yeah, please.
Oh,
Oh, right. Brandon, it's time to go off.
So, because Miranda is not here tonight, I really wanted to channel
Drag her.
my no next week. Let me get invited back first. No, I really wanted to channel my theater etiquette person, my theater etiquette in Miranda, and I really wanted to go off on something that I experienced about a month and a half ago, but I'm still thinking about. And it is the idea that everything with music is apparently a sing-along. And this is, yeah, thank you. So here is my rule. If you have a seat, you keep your mouth closed. If you are sitting at a theater for a concert performance, for a symphony, you are not singing along. You are there to enjoy the performance. we went and saw Patti LuPone, and you would have thought everybody in that audience, you would have thought half the people in that audience were Evita. You would have thought that they were standing on a balcony in Argentina. No, that is not why you pay money to sit at a concert hall to watch someone. If you want to sing along, you stand. Like, that is a concert. That is like a live concert performance. That's that. You don't sing along. I'm thinking all the way back to Moulin Rouge, which is a jukebox musical. Just because it's pop hits and you're sitting in the theater doesn't mean you're invited to sing along. So the rule is, if you're seated, you're quiet. That is my go off.
Rule of culture number 36. If you have a seat, keep it neat.
Okay. Going off of Las Culch, like Vegas rules, because Matt at Las Culch, they were like, when they watched, was it Celine?
No, he went to Adele.
And people were looking at him because he was singing along, but also, I mean, it's Matt.
There was a nice blend of people singing along at Adele. We were also there. So.
I think.
But what's Vegas rules? Like, are you
Vegas and Orlando are the two places where the lines are blurred. Okay.
Here,
if I have a seat at Theater of the Stars and I'm seeing Beauty and the Beast live on stage.
I was gonna say, if it's open air,
okay, open air.
Maybe open air could be a rule.
Yes.
Maybe, like summer stock. Maybe if you're on a lawn chair, maybe you can sing along.
Dinner theater. So like, I'm singing the Strawberry Shortcake song, at the hoedown.
Yeah, I would say
theater.
But you're invited in that case.
That's true.
I feel like at Adele, even there were times when she kind of like encouraged the singing along, just like.
Well, and also the Adele thing is more like an actual proper concert because it's like, I mean, it is a residency, of course.
Everyone
but
is seated.
The audio is set for her to be blasting out of those speakers.
Yeah, so
whereas like Patti LuPone's lungs are doing most of the work.
Yes, at a intimate concert.
Bass Performance Hall in Austin, Texas.
She was at the Long Center.
At Bass Pro Shop?
At Bass Pro Shop, yeah.
She was at the Long Center, smaller venue.
Yeah,
but
still,
if it's intimate, yeah.
That's my go off.
Wow.
Intimate.
I didn't hear any sing-alongs at Hairspray this week.
Good.
Oh, that's shocking.
Wow.
That's actually shocking that you didn't.
We won't go in. We need to hear about that next week.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I will
thoughts.
just say the gays and the girlies loved my butterfly dress.
Yes.
Compliment.
I was about to ask for other outfit reviews, but apparently yours was the only one there.
No one. We don't dress up anymore. Come on.
No,
where's the fun?
There was jeans.
Does anybody still dress up?
Where's
for
the?
theater?
It's just jeans.
Does anybody still wear a dress?
Does anybody still wear a hat?
Yeah, at the Patti concert, no one was dressing up as famous Patties.
No,
Night of a Thousand
Patties.
No.
I would go. Which Patti I would go? I would probably do. War paint Patti.
Oh wow.
No, you wouldn't.
A deep cut.
I would
I wouldn't.
You would do war paint Patty so no one would recognize you and no one would comment on it.
I would do Mama Rose for sure.
I would obviously do her Anything Goes Patty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that would be great. Like that nice high-waisted
with the wig.
pants. Yeah.
No, actually, I would do Sondheim.
Anything Goes.
I would do the Sondheim birthday concert. The Ladies in Red Patty.
The fight.
Oh.
Yes, the iconic.
RJ, do you remember when I was in bed and I watched Marin Matthew's performance from that like 3 times in a row the other morning?
No, I think I was still asleep.
Oh my God.
This is one of your 5 a.m.
When she sings,
yes, losing my.
That's good.
I cried so much that morning.
Okay, let me close the girl.
RJ.
Oh, go ahead.
This is
go off.
RJ,
Queen.
this is your time to go orf.
I think it's time to move on from fossil fuel. I think we gotta give fossil fuels a break. We gotta give natural gas a break. Okay, we need to preserve the earth. Okay, and I think it's time to move from gas because when Adam came home today, I was working from home girly. I was tip-tapping, editing my little videos on Slack. Working even after 5 o'clock. But it's okay. Adam was like, "Do you smell gas?" I look over to the stove.
Oh no.
And I saw that one of the burners were still on. Who knows how long that's been on? Truly.
Somebody check on Friedrich. Someone check on Friedrich.
I literally was like, I have no
He
idea.
did.
I was like, is this why I've been so sleepy all afternoon? I remember making lunch I remember looking at it I had a meeting where I was sitting on the couch and I looked at the burners because I was like, I feel like I can still smell it, and it was off. So I don't know if I like knocked it again. It was off, Adam. So I don't know if it was me preparing
That's
for
those fumes
dinner.
messing with your mind.
Yeah, maybe I was hallucinating. I was trying to do the Dua. So you know what? I'm done with gas. I know when I was in Orlando, I was like, oh, I need a gas burner. It's just it's
period.
whatever, blah blah
So
blah.
much
It's
better.
peak. And
You need
but as soon as
induction. That's what
but
you
as
need.
soon as I came to Chicago and I experienced gas, I was like, maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be. I think it's because I'm tired of the coil situation. No more coils. I want
the flat
The glass
electric
top.
glass top.
Yeah, but Mama, that's not cheap. But if I ever need gas, I have my little, portable K barbecue.
Famously, Miranda's
Burner.
glass top cracked. Remember?
That's true.
Oh yeah.
What if we do no stove? What if we're those people and I only cook off my little portable burner
And a microwave.
And
a microwave?
If we
an air
do that,
fryer?
then we might as well just move to Seoul because they don't have kitchens.
Annyeong. So this is our announcement.
Bye.
Great.
But yeah, I truly and what's funny is that's already happened to me once before when we first moved in, and maintenance people were like, "Is your gas running?" And I was like, "I don't know."
I better go catch it.
You better keep an eye on food grade.
Because that burner doesn't do the like lock. Because usually you
have to
should
push
click,
in.
right, to go in. But
Ours,
no.
Yeah,
ours,
to
you
start
just
it.
twist
Ours just
and they
you-
start.
a little twist, and it's like,
Soul office announcement in the chat.
Yeah. Ours, you have to like wait for the clicks and then it kind of lights.
yeah.
Right?
Anyway,
Well, ours clicks and lights, but RJ blows past the clicking, and then it's just releasing gas.
well, ours is you have to go all the way down to ignite, but
Oh no.
that entire half semicircle is just
Yes.
free gas for everyone.
That full
Free
9
gas.
on the rotary phone. Yeah.
But anyway, maybe we just give up
That's
on
for
natural
Jeff.
gas.
He remembers rotary phones.
Yeah, had
For-
one.
My grandma had one.
I had one growing up.
Well,
We
Lived
we
in
didn't get yeah.
We had one at the Genius Bar on the back.
Oh my gosh.
really?
The red phone to call
Iconic.
corporate. It was like
To
it
call,
was like a prop.
Oh, funny.
Cute, like the Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Bap, bap, bap. Anyway,
Bye.
It's over.
thank you, Austin Office,
It's
for your support today in our episode. Can't wait to see you again next week
In our web conference.
in our webinar. Yes, thank you everyone for listening and watching.
Webinar.
Everyone that's in the chat right now, like send a prayer that Grimace is at the McDonald's
Yes,
tomorrow.
We will be reporting.
We need prayers.
Please.
for
Or
We
you're
need
sure.
gonna
voice
have
memos.
3 of the
We
same
need
go-ops
videos.
next week.
Grimace Part 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, we should have had Freelette calling them and asking for details.
Yes,
Yeah.
gotta
You
know,
give
we
the
can do
same
a-
energy as
I
the
can call
toys.
tomorrow morning.
We can do a check-in. That Jeff's specialty is calling and check-in before we invest
Yeah.
the time. This is
Yeah.
his
Oh, that's
gig. This is his
That's a good
gig.
idea.
It's my
Call
calling.
it like 10:25 before like the
Before breakfast is over.
yes, it's like
For
the
sure.
right in that breakfast to lunch switchover.
Transition. Shift change.
The
Yes.
menu change.
Okay, well, I want a malt, so hurry it up. Wrap it up.
Yeah, we got a grill and chill to go to.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. And don't forget to
Bye.
read the group chat.
Bye.
Bye.
Discovering voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.